So, we got to say hi to you-know-who. We're having some technical difficulties, so I hope this feed works. Sorry it's a little late, but things have just been not working correctly. So we're going to try again, which means you-know-who's getting treat number 2. Say hi, Butters. Hello. Yeah, it's your lucky day. You're getting 2 treats because we're trying this again. Here. You got 2 treats. Let me put you guys in your handy dandy holder. Da 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 da. Let's do that. Right? And let me show you the palette. Same palette every single time we paint. I have white, black, blue, red, and yellow. We also have the weapons this evening is Big Boy, who's a 1-inch flat. We have a large Fluffy in the house. We have Tiny going on, and Mini-Me is a small shader. Alrighty, so Stars is enabled. Let me, hello everybody. Stars is enabled, so you can send support through Stars. I also have Venmo and PayPal, so we will do that. I will share those links with you. The PayPal link is showing up. You could X out of it, or you could send some support, which would be awesome. Okay, so there's Venmo and PayPal. Replays are only available on Facebook for 30 days. Then you have to head on over to YouTube. There's my YouTube. It's under the same exact name. Okay, and also all of my artwork is over on Etsy. So head on over to Etsy and check it out. And also hit that you like the shop. That helps me a lot. A lot. Okay, so hello everybody. We'll get to roll call in a second. Alright, so I am working on a 16 by 20. It is 16 up and down, 20 straight across. If you're working on something different, that is totally fine. I cannot show you both at once. So swipe the comments off and take your screenshot for a reference. Okay, so you need that. And we gotta get to roll call. And I'm gonna give it a minute for everybody to come in because we were having technical difficulties. And I think I was on the wrong page. I think I started a live over on Eve's Artistry, my page for all my artwork and the shows and everything else. I think I was over there. And then I came over here, and then these warning lights comments started showing up. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll give everybody a minute to come in here. Okay, guys? And let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Marcia. How are you doing tonight? Hello, darling. And we have Tina B, the OG, hanging out in the house. Thank you so much, Tina B, for doing Dollar Day. Thank you. And we have Debbie's in the house. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing, sweetheart? My sharing queen. I have 2 sharing queens in here. And we have Dawn's hanging out with us. Hello, Dawn. How are you, sweetie? So, yeah, it's not even showing me that anybody's in here, like the on top, or I don't know what it's doing, but we're here and we're saying hello. So I'll give everybody some time to find this feed because it might take a minute. Alright, we got a nice, easy landscape for you all. Carolyn is here. Hello, Carolyn. How are you doing, sweetie? Lynn is here. Nice, Lynn. I like it. 6,000%. Hello, Yolanda. How are you doing, sweetheart? You made it on time, darling. What? Carolyn is here. What's up, Carolyn? How are you, sweetie? How's everything going, guys? How you all doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Hi! Oh, those of you following my Make 'em Ups journey, we just went with soft browns tonight to go with the trees and the mountain. That's all. Little spring on the lips. So, I was trying this new Supposed to make me look smoother. Do I look smoother? That's what it was supposed to be doing. I don't know. Alright, we're going to give everybody a second to find me because like Lynn said, it might take a minute. It might take a minute. And Joan's not in here tonight, but no, I did not. Hi, Laura. How are you doing, sweetheart? No, I didn't feel a thing. People around me said that they felt something going on, but I didn't feel a thing. Hi, Sandy. How are you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? Okay, guys, if you need your reference, take your screenshot because I'm going to take this down. Okay, nice, simple spring. You did, Lynn. Absolutely. Absolutely you did. He is hanging out on his double bed. Want to see him again? There he is. Chilling. Chilling like a villain. Ah, that stinks, Laura. Yep, he is adorable. Alright, we're going to get started. So pay no attention to what's underneath, you guys. No, I have he is absolutely Carolyn, and that is because of amazing people in our community. Joan got him the pink bed, and my friend over on TikTok, I forgot what her username is. It's Stitch Woman, but I think she comes into Facebook under something else. Got him the gray orthopedic bed, so he is very comfy. I just want to curl up with him. Alright, so scroll tap that big boy, and we're going right into blue and white. Blue and white. Yes, we are. Blue and white. And we're going to do, so we got white, and we've got blue, and we're just going to sweep across. White and blue, nice and simple, guys. This is a very, very simple painting for you guys to do, to be able to do a landscape for yourselves and put all the spring flowers. And I totally want you to get creative and add any colored flowers you want. And I just put pinks and yellows, but you guys can go at it. Hello, Cindy. How are you, sweetheart? You guys can just go to town with whatever flowers you want to add. 6,000%. 6,000%. Okay, guys? So we are doing blue and white, and you're going to do it on the top, and you're going to do it on the bottom. Right? Sweep all the way across to get rid of those brush strokes. Get it nice and blended. Nice and blended. Right? The more you swipe across, the more blended it's going to become, and it's going to be nice and flat and thin, giving you coverage but no goopy gobbies. Right? We do not want any goopy gobbies going on in here tonight. No. No goopy gobbies allowed. Alright, now, whatever I'm putting on the top, I'm going to put on the bottom. So if you want to just do your whole canvas in the blue and white, you totally can do that. You can totally do that. Give yourself a nice little base if you want to. It'll totally be good for you. It'll work fine. And again, just straight across, sweeping back and forth, nice and easy. Nice and easy, do, 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 do. Right? Got ourselves a little spring lake going on. A nice little spring lake. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody's week? I can't believe another week is gone. It's like I blinked and the week was over. And New Jersey just had rain, 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 rain. Today the sun actually came out for a little bit. And all the flowers are starting to bloom, and you drive down the road and you see all the forsythia, all the yellow from the forsythia blooming, and that's what inspired me with this painting for the pinks and the yellows, because the forsythia just looks so pretty right now, and that's what I put in our background bushes. Awesome, Dawn. Yeah, just hang out and relax. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Okay, we're going to make our brown. Right? Add every color in the book. So, and always pull your paint from the edges so you don't waste your whole pile of paint. We got yellow. We're going to make a nice pile of brown. So I'm grabbing a whole lot of yellow. And I'm grabbing a whole lot of red. Right, and then we're going to grab some black, a little bit of black. Okay, a whole lot of yellow, a whole lot of red, a little bit of black, and we need some white. Yes, it is a different palette. Yes, it is. It's the palettes I use for my in-person paint party. My little round ones are dirty. I didn't get to them yet. So this is what, when I do an in-person party, this is the palettes that they get to use. I like them because there's lots of spots for people to mix, and you don't have to worry about it going into the other colors. So you have a nice deep well to mix with, and you don't have to stress it going into any other colors. So we're going to mix this all up. I'm not going to over mix. I want some of the colors separated, so when we do our mountain, we get little different things of color. Just a reminder, all my videos are kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing if you guys could watch your comments. Okay? Hands and hearts, Carolyn. Hands and hearts. Yeah, that's not any fun. Everybody send Carolyn some calm and serenity and some peace and all of those good things, because that is not fun to do. Not fun to do, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to take this brown. I'm going to find my center. I'm going to go to this side of my center, and we're going to put in a point, and we're going to swoop. Just like that. Swoopy swoop. Back and forth, doing a little crisscrossy action. Now remember, with brown, the more you play with it, the more it's going to lift off. So don't keep playing with it. And you're just going to sweep along the bottom here. Okay? And I'm going to grab some more color. And I'm going to put in another ridge right here. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to cut across and put in the idea of another ridge right in here. And I'm just pulling downwards. It's all I'm doing. Following my curves, figuring out how I want my mountain to be. Okay? Hi, April! Hi, darling! And I'm going to wipe off Big Boy. And we're going to grab Fluffy. Fluffy! Fluffy! So I'm just pulling all the paint out of Big Boy. Gonna wipe them on the paper towel. And then I'm gonna put them in my water. 6,000%. Right? Let's leave our water so it doesn't get all icky. See all that extra paint I pulled out? So we don't want our water to be icky by just kerplunking the brush in there. Now I'm going to grab Fluffy. Fluffy in the house. Large Fluffy. Right? I'm going to smash them. Smash them up. Oh, reminder, guys. Once I get and I'm pretty close to having the website up. Everything's going to go up, and because that's just the world we live in. So if you were thinking about getting the brush sets, I recommend you DM me quickly, direct message me quickly, and so you can get yours at the original pricing. Nice and fluffy. I didn't feel a thing, April. But then again, I was sleeping. But I asked my uncle, and he didn't feel a thing either. So, and then there was people on social media that said their whole house shook. So I don't understand that. But that's the situation. Okay, and don't forget, guys, anybody that sends me support of $5 or more, direct message me your address, and I will send you out your free nifties. Yeah, I think it was more west and north, but I'm not sure. All right, fluffy white paint, and I'm going to come to the base of my mountain, and I am going to swirl. Right, start on the edge, and we're just swirling. That's all we're doing. And my blue's still wet, my mountains are still wet, and that's okay. This is just the base of the mist. Trying to get it so you don't have a glare. I still didn't get these lights exact. I think I made it worse. Nope, I made it worse. I will get these lights situated eventually to where you guys do not get glary going on. I think it's the overhead light. Yeah, see, it's the overhead light. There, if I stand, okay, it has nothing to do with my ring light. It's the overhead light. Okay. I need to get another light so the overhead light isn't on. I think that's what I need to do. See, because now I'm blocking the overhead light and you don't have a glare. Alright. Yeah, it must have been a pretty strong one. A lot of people, I'm grabbing more white paint and I am resuming my swirlings. My swirlies. And I am going to cover the whole bottom of this mountain and come out to the side. Right? And very little paint. You just keep swirling. Just keep swirling that paint around. Okay, and we have mist layer 1. Layer 1 of mist. There, that's better. I turned the light out overhead. Okay, and it's not too dark. You guys can still see what's going on. Alright, there you go. It is dark in here for me, but you guys can see the picture better. There we go. Alright. Whatever works, Eve. Whatever works. Okay, Fluffy's going in the water. How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Do you guys see the stars? Is the stars working? Because it's not telling me how many people are in here or anything on the stuff. I don't understand. Where is Port Jervis, April? Okay, I'm going to go back to Big Boy. Alright, I'm going to go back to Big Boy. Let's swirl tap there, Big Boy. And I'm going to come back to my mountain. 12, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, darling. And I'm going to grab a little bit of black. Tiny amount of black on my brush. And I'm going to grab my brown that I made. So I have a darker brown. Again, not over mixed on my brush. And we're going to put in our shadow sides. So this will be in shadow. So I'm going to line my brush up to the top and very lightly just sweep this in. Okay? So then you get, you don't have it be a solid color. Just like that. Okay, and I am going to grab some more of the black with the brown. Again, not over mixing on my brush. See, it's all separate colors on my brush like that. Right, April. Yeah, I didn't feel a thing. But then again, people in my town said they did, so I don't know. All right, I'm going to line this up to the edge, and I'm going to sweep very lightly, very lightly down the side. And then I'm just lifting my brush up as I get to the bottom. And you can fix your edge of your mountain. And this way you get all of that breakage going on. Okay. And I didn't fill any more paint on my brush yet. Just like that. Line it up and pull it down very lightly. And now I'm just going to sweep up from the mist a little bit. Very little paint, very light touch. I'm going to wipe off my brush. Just wipe it off. I'm not, the drier Big Boy is, the better this works. And I'm going to grab some red with my brown. Okay, and I'm going to go line it up to here. And I'm going to pull very lightly. Fix my edge. Grab some more red with my brown. Line it up. Pull very lightly. Okay, grab a little bit more red with my brown. Pull up from the mist. And there you go, one mountain. Hi, Joanne. How you doing, sweetheart? What's going on, doll? Thank you so much for the kind words. How you been? How are you? Okay, I'm going to wipe off my brush. Now you have to pay attention, right? Wipe off your brush. Small amounts of paint. Don't over mix your colors. Okay, and I'm going to go to this one and follow that curve of this one now. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of white. Take most of it off. Hi, Carolee. And I'm going to go over this one because it's hard to tell this one from the other one. So I'm just going to lighten this one up. you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? And there you have your mountains, everybody. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You guys can totally do that. I have faith in you. I have a bunch of faith in you. I'm going to grab Fluffy again. So we'll tap Fluffy. Alright, mash them. Ketchup, mustard, Lynn. Ketchup, mustard. Sorry, I just do the mist while the everything's still kind of saucy. Okay, so nice and fluffed out. Small amount of paint. And I'm going to come around the bottom here, very light touch. Very light touch. Grabbing some more paint, small amounts. Very light touch. Put it on and leave it alone, Lynn. The more times you go over it, the more it's going to blend together and the more you're not going to get the breaks of color. Stop playing with it. Now, I'm going to come lower and I'm going to put little sweeps in like this. Very small amounts of paint. It's just on the tippy tips of my fluffy brush. See that? And I'm just going to lightly sweep in the misty areas. Leave it alone. Let it dry. Stop touching it. Alright. Lynn needs a little ketchup mustard time. Stop touching it. You will mush it all together and you will not get those breaks of color. Let it dry. You can go back and try it again. I agree. I will always agree with that. That's the comment of the year. We don't want any mushy messes. Nice, soft, sweeping, soft touches. That's all you want. Okay. So, we got roll call. We got Cindy, Sandy, Marsha, Tina B, Debbie, Dawn, Carolyn, Lynn, Yolanda, Laura, and Joanne up in the house. What? Can somebody send me a penny? I just want to see if the stars are working. Yeah, that's right, Lynn. That's right. So those of you guys, if you didn't know, those of you that send stars, they're about a penny each. We just came back from camping. Your knees are killing you. I bet they are. Elevate, baby. Elevate. Okay. So I'm taking Fluffy. Oh, you got too close to the bottom? That's okay. You let it dry. You can paint right over it, Dawn. No worries. No worries. I'm going to grab some blue. And I'm going to grab some yellow. And I'm going to grab a microscopic amount of black. I'm going to smash, smash. Make sure it's giving me a nice dark green. Oh, thank you so much, Tina, for the stars. And it worked. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, no, Joanne. Thank you, April, for the stars. You guys are awesome. Joanne, come back. Come back. I'm sure that's really, really, really hard, but hands and hearts for Joanne, guys. Thank you guys so much for the stars. Thank you, April. Thank you, Tina B. You guys are awesome. My OGs. You're always coming through for me. Thank you, ladies, very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, darling. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing. Okay, so we're going to take the dark green. Again, don't overmix your colors. And we're just going to start lower than where you want it, because playing with it, you're going to wind up making it bigger and higher. And you're just going to tap. Up and down, all around, some higher, some lower, okay, and we're just lightly tapping in, doing that little EKG line here, right? Don't keep going over it, you're going to mush all the colors together. Thank you guys so much for the stars. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys. Joanne, however much time you need, but I do hope you come back and start to enjoy your activity again. Alright, grabbing more green paint. Up, down, all around. Up, down, all around. Again, it was blue, it was yellow, and it was a tiny bit of black. I'm doing a little dab. Make sure it's green. And just small amounts of paint. And we're popping in some background foliage. Here, there, right? Then don't keep going over it, because you're going to mush all those colors together. And we want the separation of colors. Let the brush do the work for you. Thank you so much, Marcia. Thank you, guys. April, that's hysterical. Foliage is a funny word. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Marcia, for the stars. Thanks, guys. Foliage is a funny word. Absolutely. 6,000%. You know what word I like to say? I like to say pillow. Pillow is always a fun word to say. Okay, so that line is nice and dark and dark. If you didn't leave enough room for the bottom, just omit or make them smaller, okay? So you can make your misty area a little smaller. You can make this a little smaller, okay? So if you didn't leave enough room at the bottom, and it's okay, your lake can start down here, right? You don't have to have the whole thing. Hi, Shauna, how are you, sweetheart? You don't have to have the whole big piece of lake. You can have a smaller lake, so that's okay. What you doing, Shauna? How's things? Good evening. Good evening. Thank you guys so much for the stars, guys. Thank you. If it wasn't for all you ladies, my OGs, everybody that comes in here every week, everybody that, the same people that send support all the time, you're the whole reason that this is still going on, still being able to be something. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I had some upsetting things today, but wanted to paint and relax and laugh. Awesome, Lynn. Awesome. Paint it all the way. Brilliant. Like Harry Potter. That is just brilliant. That's too much brilliant. That's too much work on the mouth. Brilliant. That's why I like pillow. You only have to do two things. The p and the low. Or pudding. Pudding. You guys are so, thank you guys so much. Thank you, April. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you guys so very much. Extremely appreciated. Okay. Now we're going to take Big Boy. We're going to take Big Boy. And we're going to take that dark green that we made. Thank you guys so much. All right, we're taking that dark green that we made and we're going to zigzag zoom across the bottom and then work your way down. And we're making grassy hilly areas here. Zigzag zoom. Very light. You don't want to scruff Big Boy too much because you don't want to mess him up. Make sure you have paint on your brush and a very light scruff. Don't be scruffing like a crazy person because you will hurt Big Boy and we don't want to hurt him. And now I'm just sweeping back and forth. Okay, grabbing some more paint. Dabbing in some areas that I want to have more coverage. And we are just going to sweep across. Don't go too far down because you got to leave room for your lake. I know the weather keeps changing for us too. Like we had a lot of rain, a few days of rain, and then we like today the sun came out, but it didn't like go over like 45, 48 degrees today. So it was still chilly, and so it keeps switching back and forth because then we'll have days that are like 65 and then it'll be like cold again. So, but my heaters are still on too. Okay, so we're gonna grab Fluffy. And now we're gonna grab some blue and yellow and a little bit of white and some more yellow, and we're gonna get a nice pretty Kelly green color. Oh, geez, Carolyn, you're still getting snow. We didn't get any snow this year. Like, none. I thought it was going to be a very snowy winter, and it wasn't. So, Fluffy's got a whole bunch of paint in them, so I'm going to lightly touch. Okay, and we're going to put in lighter green. Row. Okay, a lighter green row. Here, let me move this so it's not in the comments. Okay, now I'm going to make my green a little bit lighter, adding some more yellow and a touch more white so you guys can see the difference. Okay, so now it's even a lighter green. There it is. Don't cover the dark green up. You had snow too, Lynn? Oh, jeez. Wow. That's awesome. Layers. Like clothing. Yep. Got like a parfait. Or an onion. And again, stick and move. Light touch. Don't mush everything together. Let the brush do the colors for you. Like cake. Oh, yeah. I want cake now. I want a big old slice of chocolate fudge cake. You know those cakes that are crazy sweet? Like you take 4 bites and you're like instant sweet bellyache. Alright, I'm grabbing some black with my brown. And we're going to zigzag zoom our coastline. And I'm moving quickly so you ladies that are painting with me don't keep playing with stuff and mushing it all together. Put your fluffy brush down. This is layer 1. Oh, that's awesome, Carolyn. Oh, little Logan, he's so cool. Okay, gonna add some more black. Sweep in some more black. I never do that. Okay. I see you, Lynn. I see you. Now that your mountains are dry, you can go in and add a couple more fun little touches of the black and brown paint if you'd like to. Alright, you guys know what time it is? It's tree time! Oh yeah! Tree time! Tree time! Those of you that want more in depth on how to make trees, on my YouTube channel there's a how to trees video. It's like the 3rd video I ever made. Oh, it's a bad neighborhood in there. Bad, bad neighborhood in there. Alright. Ketchup mustard time. It is scary in there. Very, 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 very scary. Now, these trees, if you wanted to have a lot of fun with it, you could always add the branch and put your swing in. I know a lot of you like to do the swing, so if you added a branch coming out this way, you could put a cute little swing right in the center. We've done those paintings before, so you could find the videos where we've done those paintings to put a swing in if you want to. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, let's just keep this a really soft, pretty spring landscape for everybody. Right, grabbing my black with my brown. Nice flat edge. Hold your brush back here. Hold your brush, not here. Control freaks, here. Okay, straight up against the canvas. It's about a couple fingers in from each side. And pull. Give a little curve if you want to. Tree number 1. Follow along that line. Do another curve. Follow along that line. Keep making sure you have a nice straight flat edge on your brush. Follow along that line. You can make as many branches as you want. Okay, now I'm going to work backwards. Thick, pressing harder, 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 harder. Press harder, 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 harder. Thin, thicker, 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 thicker. Thin, thicker, 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 thicker. Thin, press harder, 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 harder. And this way, you have a tree that is all in proportion. I'm just fixing my edges. Okay, now we got to do the one on the other side. Both, Lynn, both. I grabbed my black and then I dipped in my brown pile. So I got both on my brush, sweetheart. Okay, coming to the other side. Again, my brush is nice and flat. Straight up to the canvas. Swoop. We'll switch sides. Alright. Couple fingers in. Curve. Follow that line. Do a curve. Follow that line. Do a curve. Okay, nice and thin. Press harder, harder, harder. Nice and thin. Press harder, 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 harder. Nice and thin. Press harder, harder, harder. Keep checking your brush. Make sure it's not getting goopy gobby on you. Everything's curves and sweeping motions. If you got a little stubber like that, don't worry about it, because when we add the foliage, you can, like if something like that happens, see that? Did it on, so you guys can, if you have that, don't stress it, because we could cover it with the foliage. Alright? Leave it alone and stop playing with it, because we're going to put all foliage all on here, and you could cover it up. Foliage! Foliage. Foliage, foliage, foliage. And now I just showed you how to make trees like chicken feet. don't always do this. It works for tonight because we're going to add all the foliage around. If you were doing it to have just a tree with separated branches, you would do your separated branches in other areas, not along the top, because this is what you call chicken feet, and it's frowned upon. But we're adding so much happy to it, we don't have to worry about it, okay? But that's what they call chicken feet trees. Chicken feet. So, foliage. So, if you were doing trees without a lot of foliage, you would make your branches come out all up and down in lower areas and all that, not just sprouting from the top, okay? But we don't have to worry about that tonight because we are adding very pretty smushies. Hey, Tina M, what's going on, darling? Oh, we got a full house tonight. Oh, yeah. How y'all doing, guys? Chicken feet trees are easier than other trees. They are. They are. Like you can see in these trees that I did here, right? See how, okay, so it's kind of like lower than just all sprouting out of the top. This one's lower than sprouting out of the top. But we're going to change all that once we add all the pretties. They're not going to look like chicken feet. But they are easier, and that's why I showed you chicken feet. I always think of that Easter bunny for the Cadbury eggs. Thanks for the stars, Tina M. For the Cadbury eggs, and he lays an egg, and it's the bunny, and he's going... You guys remember that commercial? Thank you guys so much for the stars tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Alright. Swirl, tap, dab, Fluffy. Grab some clean yellow. Clean yellow. I'll say it again. Clean yellow. Clean fluffy. Hey, Audra, how are you, sweetheart? Dry your brush out. Clean. Everything clean, dry, fluffy, pretty, clean yellow, clean white. What's going on, Audra? How you doing, sweetie? Those of you that are coming over from my TikTok fam, I'm going to be on TikTok later. Somebody's doing like a 10 artist kind of live thing going on, and I'm going to be a part of that. It's a desert scene. I'm grabbing my clean yellow. I'm grabbing a little bit of clean white with that, doing a little smash. Very light touch because your brush is full of paint right now. So you don't want any big smushies. You're going to do an extremely light touch, and where we put the lighter green, you're going to tap in all of that pretty yellow. Very light touch because your brush is filled with paint right now. Here, there, not everywhere, so you don't lose those darker areas. Oh, that's right, the eclipse is on Monday. That is right. It's okay if you go over your trees. You can tighten your tree lines again. You can tighten the those pieces up again, so if you go over your tree, that's okay. Very light touch. You can press a little harder once the paint starts running away out on your brush. Again, stick and move so you have those separations of color. Alright, now I'm going to grab some more paint. See how I did like pretty much half of it with just that initial amount of paint, but yeah, driving around, all the forsythia is blooming right now, and it's so, so pretty. Such a bright, pretty yellow. Is it a big deal? It's a really big deal for everybody. Again, you want to go up and down to look like separate bushes, not straight across. Tina. If you find yourself pressing harder, that means you need to grab more paint. So small amounts of paint at a time. I'm grabbing more paint now. Really? Those were probably really good, Carolyn. What are they doing, like white chocolate and dark chocolate together? Alright, now I'm going to grab more white. Very light, like a lot of white. You see that with the yellow? And here, there, not everywhere, I'm going to put in some brighter areas. Light touch, don't mush. Don't mush. Okay, just to make it look like it's individual bushes. Light touch. Extremely light touch. And stick and move. Leave it alone. Put it on, leave it alone. And this is just going to help you look like you have separate bushes. If you're having problems with the mushing, right? If it's all starting to mush together, let it dry. And you could go back later and add the brighter ones, okay? So if it's mushing together on you, let it all dry, the yellow, and then go back and add the brighter ones, okay? And I'm going to take all this excess paint on my brush, and I'm just going to put it up in my tree. So we're going to put like a little arch here. Okay. Grabbing more paint. And this you can smash. Alright, you can smash this, but just keep it moving. I'm going to put a little piece going across here. Let's do a part up here. And it's white and yellow. White and yellow. Yes, some when you bite in the eclipse is inside. Oh, I see. Those sound delicious. That's a lot of money for chocolate. But then again, chocolate's a lot of money nowadays. Alright. I'm going to smash some across the top here. Don't fill it all in. You want to see your branches. Okay, you want to see your branches poking through. Okay, we're going to go over here. Right, cover up those tips. Don't make Q-tips. Don't do this. Okay, you smush off of your branches. And you can really smush this in because this is just layer 1 and you want a nice base of color. Just like that. Swirl, tap, dab your brush. We have Cindy, Sandy, Marcia, Tina B, Debbie, Dawn, Carolyn, Lynn, Yolanda, Laura, Joanne, Shauna, Tina M, and Audra. No, I don't breathe like that. I was just doing it for effect. Now, if you have to switch to a smaller fluffy, you can do so. I'm just going to use the edge of fluffy. I'm going to grab some white and some red. Again, don't yep. Don't over mix it on your brush. And if you notice, I just have it like on the edge here. I don't have it on the entire brush. But if you need to switch to a smaller brush, that's okay. And you're going to tap in the pinks on your coastline. And as you tap in the pinks on your coastline, you're going to go very small little taps, very tiny in your water. Take your finger, pull them down, and then swipe across. And again, it's okay if you go on your tree line, you can fix that later. I didn't forget you. Did I forget you? I didn't forget you, did I? April, I did forget you. Oh my goodness gracious, April! I did forget you. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry. My bad. You are loved, darling. You are. And again, guys, when you do this, you can have fun adding your different colors. You don't have to do the pinks and the yellows. You can add purples. You can add blues. You can add whatever color flowers you want. Whatever colors you want. So when you're done with this, your finger should be pink. Should be pink. Now I'm going to go in with a dry big boy. And I'm going to pull this down. Wipe the brush off and sweep across. Alright. Now I'm going to take this pink and I'm going to smash the other tree. We're going to smash the other tree up. Very fine, pretty little landscape you guys can totally do. You can do it. I know you can. I'm hiding the chicken feet. I'm hiding them. Hiding the chicken feet. Close up. Oh, thank you so much, Carolyn. Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. Okay. Brushes go in the water. Take a big deep breath. Shake it out, because we're going to do final touches, and you guys are going to be all set. So, what's $27? Oh, you're answering about Carolyn with the chocolates. I got you now. I understand. I was like, what's $27? I have no idea. So everybody should have a little pink finger when you're all done. We're all going to be twinsies. If you don't have a little pink finger, you didn't do something right. Yeah, I don't like coconut. So, April, that is not in my list. Not liking coconut's a sin. Alright. So now, you're going to go back in with Tiny or Nifty or whatever small brush you like. Okay. He is, Carolyn. It's one of your food groups. Okay, right here, I'm having a hard time telling the tree from the mountain, so I'm going to make it a different color. So I'm just grabbing my lighter brown, and I'm going to come in here and just follow the branch that I already made. With a lighter brown, and you just follow what you did, and I'm going to flicky do it into my foliage. Or you can make it darker if you want to. Right? It's up to you. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to make this tree a lighter brown because I can't see it against my mountain. I'm grabbing some dark brown, and I'm going to flicky do some of that in here. Right? Give it texture. Give it some textures. Okay. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to skip over some foliage and put another, put the piece in. Okay, so now we're adding depth to our trees. We're putting some pieces back in. I'm going to flicky do through my tree. I'm going to make some smaller pieces now. Coming off the branches. Right, weaving it in and out of the foliage. Alright, if you gotta use Nifty for this, use Nifty. Do I ever palette paint? I have pink, blue, yellow, green fingertips. That's awesome, Lynn. I love it. Oh, that's amazing. I can't wait to see it. I don't know what palette paint means, darling. Okay, I'm going to add another branch coming over here out of the tree. Another big branch. Right, and make sure your trunk is big enough to support all those branches. Oh, palette knives. Yes. Yes, I have. I just don't show you guys palette knives because I keep the supplies the same supplies it's always been. Okay. And you're going to come in and you're going to do the same thing to that tree, which I'm not going to do. You don't need to see me do it twice. But you do the same exact thing to that tree. Okay? You weave the branches in and out. And now I'm going to grab Nifty. I'm going to grab Nifty, right, a smaller brush. And I'm going to add even smaller branches. Yes, I have done those, April. I just don't show you guys palette knife, cause I don't do paintings with palette knife with Facebook, because I keep the supply list low. We could probably start incorporating a palette knife, though. I guess I could add it to your list of supplies. If you're going to get a palette knife, the palette knife you should get is for your first palette knife ever, and the most versatile one. If you're going to make the investment, is the one that's shaped like this. It has the long edge and the short edge. I can do a how-to palette knives if you want me to. Show you all the different kinds and what they do. But if you're going to get one, this is the one I recommend as your first one. But I have 4 different kinds. I have this kind. Yes, I have the filbert shaped one. And then I have the one that looks like the mason trowel. But this one is the one I recommend. It's different than this one. Pay attention. Okay, guys? Cooking up some food. It's different than this one. You see, this one has 2 points. Alright? This one has the little edge here and the big edge there. Make sure it's this one. You will get more use out of it, and it's very versatile, and it's the same type of palette knife Bob used to use. Did I do a how-to palette knife? Didn't I do one of those, guys, or no? Could have sworn I did. Alright, and again, weave these little branches in and out of your foliage, like that. Okay, Dawn, you have a great night, sweetheart. Thanks for hanging out. Guys, I will post share your creations here, so you can post any of the works you've been working on. Okay. On how to do the mountains, I used the palette knife. I'll show you something I'm working on now. It's not finished, but the tree is all palette knife. Not necessarily, Carolyn, not necessarily, but the tree is done with all palette knife. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. But all the textures in the tree, that's all knife. Thanks, Tina B. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. You don't necessarily need heavy body, Carolyn. There's ways to manipulate the paint that we use now without having to use special paint. You can also just leave your you can leave your paint out for a minute, or use day-old paint or 2-day paint that's been sitting in your Tupperware, because the paint will thicken on its own. So if you want that thicker texture to your paint, you just pour your paint out and then let it sit for a little bit, and it'll get thicker using the not having to have special paint for it. But the heavy bodies do work, absolutely, but they're not like necessary. You don't have to have that to get the stuff to work. All right, final touches time. Thank you guys so much for that. All right, so we're gonna take Mini Me, and we're gonna put our coastline back in, grabbing some of the black and the browns. Zigzag zoom in. I want to leave it dark under where the flowers are, so I'm just doing like the outer edge of the shoreline. Don't make your shoreline don't make your shoreline too thick. Don't make it very, thank you so much for the stars. Don't make it too long, because you wouldn't see the reflections of the flowers in the water, because they wouldn't be right above the water. Okay, so don't make your shoreline too wide, because then your reflections aren't going to make any sense, because the flowers aren't on the water. Okay, and I'm just doing a light little zigzag zoom. And under your flowers, you want it to be darker, so I'm just adding some lighter browns on the edges of my shoreline here. Okay, I'm going to fix the, thank you so much for the stars. I want to fix my sides of my tree where I flowered over them. Again, just flicking my brush up and down, adding texture. But you guys see the difference in the textures just by that one. I didn't do, see how flat it looks? I didn't do the different colors of brown, flicking it through. And this one I did. Can you guys see? Just by flicking different browns and blacks and stuff, the difference you get as far as showing textures in your tree trunks. This one's very flat, and this one has the colors. Okay. Flat with the colors. Right? And then, there's 2 steps left. We're going to get clean white paint. Let's do this first, then let this dry a little bit. Okay, so for your tree, to finish up your tree, okay, now you have all the twiggy things and everything else going on, all that awesomeness going on. You're going to go back in, and everywhere the branches are, like that, okay, you're going to take Fluffy, and you're going to grab your yellow and your white and your pinks or whatever color you're making your tree, and you want to go and tap where those pieces of branches, see right there, see that break right there? Now I'm going to tap the foliage there, and it looks like it's going in and out of the foliage. See the difference? Okay, see that one right there? See what it looks like now? Tap the foliage in. And that's what it looks like now. So you're going to add, and you can go brighter now. You can add some more white to your yellow and make some nice brighter areas. Okay. And you just want to make sure you definitely hit where all those connectors are to bring them into the tree. Okay. Thank you so much for the stars, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Again, if you sent me support of $5 or more, direct message me your address. I can send you out your free nifty brushes. Okay, so you have your detail brushes. And also PayPal and Venmo will work. Make sure you're using the links that I send you. If you can't find them, you could direct message me and I can send you the links. I also have Zelle. I could send you that information. I'm going to add some water to my clean white. Loosen it up so it's not thicky goopy gobby. Nice, like smooth pudding. Pudding, right? I'm going to put a little tiny bit on my brush. And you're going to come in here along your coastline and you're going to zigzag zoom your water line. Straight. Water lines are straight across. And thin. Straight and thin. And you're going to do this across your whole coastline. Okay, and then you could actually bring some out into the water. Just like that, guys. And there you have it. A really cool, awesome, simple landscape. Covers all the bases. And you can totally do this and make a gorgeous spring landscape for yourselves. Alright, guys. Just covered up my water lines. Let's put it on this side. right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you guys so much for the stars. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. And I'm going to see you next week, okay? And y'all in my heart, I want you to have fun and go create. If you ever have any questions for me, 6,000%, just direct message me. And thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to see y'all real soon, okay? All right, bye, everybody. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you.